Hello, my name is Nathan Thompson. I am the Community Service Officer with the Akwesasne Mohawk Police. And today we're going to be talking about some boat safety. So currently here I am with our SAVE members. Please introduce yourselves.
My name is Jock.
And I'm Trent McDonald.
Okay, so today we're just going to be talking about some safety tips as well as safety equipment we should be using, and we'll go from there.
When you're going out on a boat, how important are the water conditions for the day?
They're very important because weather can change quite drastically. Right now we have rain. Potentially, if you're not looking at the weather, you could be dealing with high winds, specifically an east wind, which makes boating very difficult. On a day-to-day basis, everyone should have in their boat what are called personal flotation devices or life jackets. When you have a personal flotation device, everyone has to be wearing it at all times, as opposed to a life jacket, which can be stored somewhere separately, and in the need of it, then it can be put on.
What type of safety equipment would you advise having a boat for everyday use?
So everyday safety equipment, I can show you. We have in our trusty blue bag here. So this is typically an item that you'll find at most Canadian Tire. So what is that is going to have is throwable rope to help rescue someone who is in distress on the water, a light source, as well as a signaling device, so a whistle in this instance. And lastly, you also need a bailing. So should you be taking on water, this can be used to get the water out of the boat. We also have some other tools that one is required. So this is a hook that can be used to grab things in the water, debris, or to get yourself back onto the dock, and an oar. Should your boat come in distress in the water, your engine's not working, you need to get yourself back. For any source of ignition, needs a separate fire extinguisher. Back there, my partner Larry is grabbing one of our fire extinguishers. And right here underneath me, I know you can't see it, but there's a separate fire extinguisher. So for every source of ignition, you need to have a separate fire extinguisher.
How important is it to do a boat check before you head out on the water?
It's very important. Basically, that's going to show you any potential issues you may have with your boat before you get out there. So I'll give you a short example. I will check my orders. So what I'll be looking for is my engine temperature to make sure everything's running purposely through there. I'll also, to make sure that our power steering is working, I'll also check the trim, which allows the motors to come up and down. Other than that, I will make sure that we have all of our tie-up lines. So as you can see on this side, I have 2 ropes attached to the dock. I also have another rope up front. I'll also check the horn. It's going to get a little loud. I'll also check our other navigation lights. So when you're driving at night, you need your navigation and what's called a mast light. So as you can see up top right here, this is what was considered our mast light, and navigation on this side is red, on that side is green.
How vital is it to have an emergency plan if something goes wrong on the water?
It's very important. So what we call a safety plan would basically let someone know where you're gonna go. Basically, family members say if you're gonna go fishing, okay, I'm leaving at 9:30 in the morning. I should be back by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I think I'm gonna go fishing in the racket. Should anything go array where your boat's not working, you've capsized, that person knows that you should be back by 2 in the afternoon. So once you're overdue, is what we would call it, then they can notify the correct authorities to come help find you.
Do you need a boating license to operate a vessel on the water?
So yes, any Canadian craft or what we consider an AKW or an Akwesasne registration that you'd get through the Justice Department requires you to have a boater license. So as you can see mine right here, Pleasure Craft Operator Card, it shows my name, my date of birth, my registration number. So if you're stopped by a police officer like us on the water, this is what we're going to expect from you. You should also have your boat registration information as well. Law requires you to have that registration card or what is considered a true copy thereof, which basically boils down to having a photocopied picture of it.